My name is Lani, and I have a plant problem. I sure do. Yep. Hey guys, so I did a thing today. If you're new with me, my name is Lani, and welcome back to my channel. But I seriously did a thing today, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I should be proud that I did this, or very disappointed in myself that I did this, considering I literally just got paid and like my whole paycheck just went to Lowe's. So I went to Lowe's today, and this was completely random. I was just like, you know what? I need to get just plant food. That's it. Just one little container of plant food. And then next thing you know, I saw so many happy people showing up, looking all happy with their carts full of plants. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just start looking around. Big problem. So I ended up getting new landscape edging, which I wanted to do in the summer anyway. So I was like, let me start trying that out. And then I started filling my cart with that. And then I was like, oh, my side garden, that's the actual next project I'm gonna do. Well, my neighbor is gonna be putting up a fence. And so I was waiting for him to put up the fence so then I could buy shade plants. And then buy the shade plants, put it in there. In the middle of putting the new shade plants in there, I'm gonna replace or transplant my plants that are currently there into another part of my yard, but he hasn't put up his fence yet. So now I'm like, oh, well, I still have time. And now some of the shade plants I already have in there, I need to move those. So this today ended up being just one mission to get plant food. And now I'm going to be doing some side yard transplanting of shade plants into another part of the yard. I'm going to be doing some edgers. I'm going to be feeding my plants. And then I started looking around my yard, and I was like, oh, well, I need to transplant some other plants. So it's going to be that kind of a day and that kind of a video. So if you have experienced something like this before, let me know in the comments. I don't know if this is going to be a good video or a stressed out Lani video, but I guess we will see. All right, so I'm going to show you what I got, and I'm telling you guys, I have no idea what happened, okay? I just went for one thing, and now I'm here with several projects in one trunk. So let's start with this. This is a decorative no-dig landscape edging. I did have metal edgers that I had for several years. It did what it needed to do, but with time and the elements, it started rusting and started collapsing. I was planning on doing it in the summer when I had enough time and funds to do it, but when I was at Lowe's, I saw these and I was like, you know what? Shits and giggles, why not? Let's just go ahead and grab every single one of them that they have and see how it will work in our landscape. So I'm going to try these and replace the metal edgers. Let's see what else I have. I have these pink lantanas, and I said it before and I'll say it again. If you live in the desert, zone 8B or higher, you need lantanas in your yard, period. It's drought tolerant, heat loving. It doesn't smell that great, but who's going to really be sniffing that close, right? So if it's for fragrance, don't get these. But if you want it to be very vibrant in colors, because these come in pinks, yellows, whites, purples, orange, and every variety under the sun, then this is your go-to plant. Solid plant here, totally recommended for every single landscape, especially if you're a new gardener, experienced gardener, this is it. Now, this is where it starts getting crazy. I started going around and, minding my own business. And I said I was going to just get plant food. One container of plant food. Did not happen. And I ended up going past this beauty. Look at this. Look how pretty this is. This is the Monrovia Summer Nights Delphinium. Very fancy word. It's a perennial. It's at full sun. Definitely can use something like that in my garden always. And so I decided to not just get one, but two. And then, of course, you say, well, I put those two in my garden. I need to transplant some stuff that is not doing well in the garden in another location. So naturally this is going to replace what's not doing well in my garden. And so that way I could have a chance to replace those plants in another part of my garden and hope that they'll survive. Because plants are very expensive and you guys know how it is. We need to at least give it our damnedest and put it somewhere else and see if it'll survive, or we run out of money, right? We wasted our money. So let's not do that. You know, this economy is pretty bad. So let's do our part and try to save these plants. I got these grasses and these are going to replace my marshmallow daisies that are in the front yard. When I first got them and I planted them, they were doing so well. But if you look at my previous video, I said that we're kind of figuring out our watering system. And in the process of that watering system, they did not do well. I think it's too hot for them and the soil is just drying out too fast in the place that I have them. So I'm going to go ahead and dig those up and put them in my backyard and hope that they like that space better. But that means there's going to be 2 holes in my front yard and I need to replace it with something. So I got these right here. This is just a fountain grass. These are purple fountain grass. I got 2 of them and these are going to replace my marshmallow daisies in the front yard. It's going to give it a nice contrast anyway. So I'm hoping that since these are full sun, drought tolerant, these will do better in the front landscaping. And I forgot about these. So earlier this morning, as I was doing my morning checks on the turtles, I saw my turtle Rocky just struggling again, getting in and out of its water bowl. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get some rocks. So then that way I could fill that space up with a little bit more rocks. So it'll make it easier for my turtle to get in and out of it. Rocky, she is a mess. My other turtles, Yogi and Yoda, they do fine. Every single spot in my outdoor enclosure, they do great in it. But Rocky wants to be that one turtle that struggles with dear life. And she's a solid turtle, but I don't know. She does her own thing and she worries me on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to go ahead and try to help her out today. Seriously, guys, like, I don't know why I'm even doing this on a Saturday. It's beautiful. I should be out hanging out. But no, I'm doing labor. I don't know what's wrong with me today. What I am going to show you is my hearts and flowers, also known as red apple Altenias. Guys, look how pretty that is. So pretty. This is my side yard project that I'm going to be working on. Like I said, my neighbor is going to be putting up that fence, so it's going to be pretty much a shaded area. My oleanders are probably not going to bloom as well, but that's okay. But I really got to figure out these plants. This whole side yard does not even have water drip lines or anything like that. It's situated here, so I have to remind myself to come out here and water. And since I knew that the fence was coming soon, I kind of just neglected it. And I just really got to do this. I got to do it today. I'm committed. So this is my hummingbird mint that definitely needs to go somewhere else. She wants water. I'm not giving it to her here. So I'm going to give her a new home. This is my overgrown broccoli. I don't even know if that's safe to eat now. So let me get rid of that. Again, Aptenia doing excellent as usual. And so is my asparagus, guys. Look at this. Asparagus, what? It does not need your help for nothing. It'll do its own thing. And then, of course, I have some coleus here. I thought that the fence was going to go up earlier, so I bought them. And, of course, just like any gardener, you just have to do it, right? And I bought it, and clearly it was not the appropriate time or project time anyways to put these in here. So I'm going to go ahead and transplant these with my other coleus in the backyard where I think it's going to be more happy. And then once I get this place cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and replace all of this bed with nice, beautiful shade, maybe part shade, depending on how big that fence goes up and how much shade it actually provides. Yeah, those kind of plants. Okay, so for transplanting, what I'm going to need is some gloves, a hand shovel, holes dug in the backyard for the transplantation. I want to make sure that I have the holes already dug, and I want to make sure that the holes are already filled with water. Throw some fertilizer in it, and then once I get those in, then I will go ahead and flood, or at least water the holes that are already open so I could put my fountain grass in there. So that's what we're about to do right now. All right, so everything else is looking pretty good. Okay, so let me show you what the turtle habitat looks like right now. Everything's looking pretty good. Don't worry about that, guys. That was my arugula is drying out, and I'm using it right now for just another hideaway for my turtles. So no worries there. So as you can see here, I have rocks, but with time, you know, they start getting more and more embedded into the ground. And so I'm just going to add a little bit more rocks around that area so it'll make it easier for my turtle, specifically Rocky, to get in and out of the water dish. Project 1 complete. Can't wait until Rocky sees this. I'm sure she's going to be completely happy. What do you think, Hercules? You think she's going to be happy? Yeah, I think she's going to be happy too. But look at this view. Oh, everything is looking so good. So it'll be okay. A little sweat didn't hurt nobody. Yeah, I could totally work under these conditions. Okay, so project 2 is going to be just sprinkle plant food. This is exactly what I was trying to get in the first place, and that was it. But you guys already know. So I'm going to go ahead and just start sprinkling this all over the yard. It's easy to do. I could definitely do this while the heat and the sun is attacking me. So let's do this. See that? That was too much water. That's why the plants back here look like this. Do not do what I did. Don't kill them with water, love. Task 2, done. All right, so task 3, I am going to transplant my hummingbird mint right in between my lavenders. I know they look pretty rough, and I know I said I was going to move them, but I'm going to give it another try in that spot. These are supposed to be drought tolerant, so literally I'm going to just stop watering it and see how it goes. As you can see, I watered less, and this one is looking pretty good. This one, I want to say it wants to make it, so I'm going to give it a chance. So, wish me luck. All right, I'm back. I had to take like 5 minutes because I was sweaty. I was exhausted. I'm pretty sure this is how heat stroke happens. So I'm back after my rest. I'm gonna go ahead and start planting my hummingbird mint right there, or no, right there somewhere. And of course my trusty good old hat is back, and so here we go. We're gonna plant our hummingbird mint right now, and I'm gonna let the dogs play in the yard so they could keep me company. And let's see how much we'll get actually done, okay? Because it's still hot. I know I rested, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do all of it today. I guess we'll find out. Gamora. Gamora. Smushy. 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 Herkies. I love my well-behaved dogs. Transplanted the coleus that was in my side yard, and I placed it right here. This is pretty much going to be my coleus section of my garden, because as you can see, this is midday and look at how much shade it gets. So this is completely a shaded location, and I think that it's going to do well. It's looking a little limp right now just because I did transplant this midday, which is kind of crazy, but hey, what can I do? I am a busy mom and a working mom, so I gotta do things when I have the time. So hopefully these take. I think they will, and I think that's gonna look very, very pretty. These are very basic standard coleus next to this variegated coleus, so I think that's gonna be very pretty. Just the coleus being that light lime green color is just gonna look really pretty in this corner. All right, so I planted right here my pink lantana. This part is the part of the yard that doesn't get water at all. This is strictly pretty much the plants that gotta thrive on their own. I do hit it up with water when I can, but I'm gonna put a lantana there. And then if you follow me here, remember I had my creeping phlox? Well, that did not do well in that area. So I decided to put the other lantana there. That should be pretty. You got some yellows there, some light, pale, bluish purple color of the plumbago here, mixed with some pink and yellow flowers here. I think that'll look very nice. This is my cat mats. If you follow me, you would know that I got a lot of ground squirrels and they love, love, love petunias. So I am doing everything I can to keep those little bad boys away from my petunia so I can at least see some blooms. As you can see from the rest of it, it doesn't look too good in this spot, guys, but they keep eating. I keep feeding. What can I say? So this is my attempt to keep them at bay, and hopefully it works enough. If it's big enough, I am completely okay with sharing with the squirrels. You know, they could have some, I could see some. It's like a 50-50 win or 100-100 win. But until I get enough blooms where I feel comfortable to remove the mats, I am going to keep them in its locked spot. Oh my goodness, my mats. Oh. So this is what my side yard looks like now that I removed a couple of plants, the coleus and the hummingbird mint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just keep this place moist. The bed's still hydrated because, you know, I still want the soil to be healthy and nutrient filled for my plants that I will put up once my neighbor's fence goes up. So until then, this yard is going to look like this. It's going to be for another time. And guys, it's a wrap. I am done for today. I am tired. I think I'm going to just call it a day. I do have 2 more plants. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness, you see that? Beautiful. I do have 2 more plants to do. I might do it today. I might do it tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But it's definitely not going to be done right now. So I'm going to just let you go for today. And until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.